I want to take you along on a few days here in Germany.
Game over!
And we had to cancel the premiere. Welcome to my little apartment here in Frankfurt. Actually, we're in Offenbach, which is right next to Frankfurt, and where I used to live. So welcome to this vlog from Germany. I think I'm just gonna spread it all throughout. It is Wednesday, the 27th of November, and I just got home and I made myself a cup of tea, and I'm gonna sip on it. I'm waiting for Alexi to call me, my boyfriend, who's in France. Normally, I live in France, and normally I do lots of content from France, but I thought like one vlog could be dedicated to my work and my time here in Germany. So tomorrow is the first premiere of two premieres that I'm here for, and tomorrow's premiere is the piece that I worked on with my colleague and best friend, Katja. And some of you might have already seen Katja in the vlogs. Yeah, tomorrow is our premiere. It's crazy. We just did a first, all tech run tonight, and it went really well. I am so happy. So that's pretty cool. Tomorrow we'll do a general rehearsal at 12, and then at 8 and in the evening we'll have the premiere. Friday's second show. Saturday I'll be going to my parents and I'll be taking with me because we're also meeting Anna for the dance festival. It's a lot of moving bits and pieces here. So but I'm really looking forward. And also for this piece, which is about money and the evolution of money, what money does to us and things like this. Look! We decided to have our nails painted in gold, and we wear golden shorts and things. Oh, you'll see. So it's all like a golden kind of world. It turned out to be a really good, fun piece. Not only to do, but also to watch, I think. We came in with this mindset of being as relaxed as possible and not stressing out, because we were quite stressed when we got here Monday, and things were not built up the way we wanted to be, yada yada yada. But very quickly we decided, look, we're not gonna stress about it, we're gonna accept it, and we're gonna go with the flow. And it was the best decision ever, and we just had so much fun so far. So I'm just gonna move you down the line to Amadeus of tomorrow, who will tell you all about this premiere and dance piece and all the things. Welcome to the changing room. It's the next day. Just made some coffee. We did a warm-up, sort of halfway through, because then we're gonna do a second warm-up right before we go on for the general rehearsal. Put some hair gel, and I'm gonna make my hair now. First, getting some water in the hair. There's so much hair right now. It's crazy. So now we're just waiting for the director of the theater, and then it's 11:48 and we would like to start at 12. So let's see if we can. But everything's a bit golden, as you can see. That's the whole theme of the thing, obviously. So we decided to go for golden. We thought at first, we thought to do full wrestling makeup, but we decided against that. Too much effort, too much time lost on just doing makeup. Katja, what do you have to say?
Katja must be beautiful. Erzählst du das deinem Mann?
Ja.
Fühlst du mich gerade?
Ja.
Mich?
Yeah. So unfortunately, Katja injured herself during the general.
The granny is out of the game.
And
game over.
And we had to cancel the premiere. So we're having a no premiere buffet, and we're going to hope, cross our fingers, that we can do it tomorrow. Let's see. So just quickly to explain, because I don't think I explained. So in the general rehearsal, Katja, we have jumps in the very beginning, and Katja jumped, it's a partially high jump, and She jumped, she landed, and she really felt like something was wrong in the back. And we still continued after that. I think maybe that was wrong. When we left now, she said that she already felt a bit better. So let's hope. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that we can perform tomorrow. But you know what? For me, I have been injured many a time, and just health comes first, you know? I bought myself and also Katja some hyaluronic acid pads for under the eyes, like this. I thought I'm just gonna put them on now. They're supposed to hydrate. I look weird. So yeah, let's hope it'll all go well. Now I'll just call Alexi, make myself some tea. I'm just gonna head to bed. I'm really exhausted, and I'll keep you updated if it happens tomorrow. Good morning. It's the next morning. It is actually not even morning. It's 11:30 almost. And I'm preparing to actually walk to Frankfurt. And I'm gonna take you on the walk along. I'm just gonna show you some views of Frankfurt because it's really nice because you walk by the river. I'm gonna meet Katja in the city. She said she's a bit better. So here's to hoping that we can really do it. We already talked yesterday, I think a bit after what I recorded, and also this morning, that we definitely want to do it. We'll find a way to somehow do it and make it happen, because it would just be a pity. We've worked so much on it to not show anything. So I think we'll be able to show something tonight, and then we'll just go from there. There in the distance you can see Frankfurt, and we're already inside Frankfurt. Behind us is one of the city highways. we just crossed over with a bridge, and now I'll be heading into the main part of Frankfurt. This used to be my old running trail, and I really enjoyed running here because it leads you at one point to the river, where we'll be getting, I guess, if we walk in about half an hour. But that was kind of like a 10K. If you wanted to do it even longer, you could do the 20K here, just along the river, mostly, which was really fun and really great. And as you can also see, these are the fields where they're growing quite a lot here in Frankfurt on both sides. And that's the ICE coming into Frankfurt. We have arrived at the side of the river. The mine is right next to me. We're heading into town to meet Katja for lunch. Ready to go. We've got half an hour till stage call, so I'll talk to you after or tomorrow when we're on the way to my parents, actually. Wow, the car was completely frozen this morning. Good morning. I'm on my way to my parents, and the show yesterday went really well. Now we're on our way to my parents. So last night was really good. Had lots of fun on stage. Unfortunately, not so many people came, but that's really the fight of culture right now. We're experiencing this in all kind of fields of culture, especially for smaller artists, that it's really, really hard to get audiences to come. There's just so many things going on at the same time. It's just impossible. So we'll just be fine how it is. We have 2 more shows in January lined up of this, so I'm really glad that we get to perform it at least 2 more times, and it's not over with just 1 time. But it felt really nice. It felt really good. I want to record it when I'm there in January. I did not record it now because we didn't know with Katja's back how it's going to turn out and all these things. So I just said, like, you know what? We're gonna record it once I have another camera as well, because we're going to pick up my new small vlogging camera, so I don't need to depend on my phone as well all the time this weekend with my parents, because it's my parents' Christmas gift to me. And then tonight we're meeting with Anna concerning a dance festival, and also concerning the music choices for our next piece because she's gonna advise us, and probably because we'll be showing that piece in the dance festival, so she'll also advise us on what pieces she could do live at the festival. And we just use recordings then for the shows in Germany. So that's the plan for now. Let's see. I'll talk to you when we're in Kassel in 2 hours time. So we have arrived in Kassel and I'm on the way to get my car actually because it has been charging at a charger close by to my parents, and I'm going to go to see Anna at her place because at first we thought that we'd meet at a restaurant, but I'm so tired and I'm just so dead from this week of performances and rehearsals and everything that we decided we're just gonna meet at Anna's place, and then we'll just talk about the festival, talk about all the things that we need to clear up and shorten up our little time together because I'm so tired. So here we are, we're driving down into the valley of Kassel because my parents live on the hill. And if you like the arts, then you will probably know that Kassel is the city that is known for Documenta, one of the world's largest art exhibitions, and it happens every 5 years. So that's when Kassel really thrives and evolves, and there's so many people here and it's super artsy and super nice, and the atmosphere is really, really cool around the city then. Other than that, it's a bit I wanted to leave when I was a teenager and I could not imagine living here again, but I like visiting my parents. That was a nice short visit to Anna's. Just spent 2 hours there talking about the festival, spinning ideas, and it was really, really nice. Now I'm back in the car. It's really cold. It's 3 degrees. And I'm gonna head back to my parents and have some dinner. The next day, my mom, my parents' dog, and me went for a walk in the Karlsaue in Kassel. This sprawling 1.5 square kilometer park is a lush oasis with tranquil meadows and tree-lined avenues that invite you to slow down and take it all in. At the heart of the park lies the Orangerie, an exquisite Baroque building from the early 18th century, originally built as a summer residence for the Landgrafs of Hessen. Good morning, everyone. It's my first day on the other job. And on the new camera. Amazing, isn't it? I thought I'm just gonna take you along on a few days. So right now I'm just starting out with a new project, as I said, and it's a project for kids. So it's basically the story of Frozen. It's, what do you call it? The Snow Queen, Ice Queen, Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen. So we made this piece about 3-4 years ago during the pandemic. It didn't premiere during the pandemic. Then we, I think, did 3 consecutive years of it. Then we took a year break, or 2 years, something like that. And now we're taking it back. Today is the first day of rehearsals. We have 5 days to take it back. Sunday is the premiere. And I guess the vlog will somehow follow me along until that premiere happens. And then we'll be going back to the Chateau for the last video, while I'll be literally on my way back to the Chateau. But you'll be faster than me. I was just texting with Astrid, who's also a dancer in the show, who's a friend of mine and who I've worked with already. So we'll be meeting up at 11 and I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone. And the first one here. I'm really lucky that actually they have someone living here. If they hadn't, I would have waited outside. But like this, I can show you actually the stage and the theater of it. So this is the stage we'll be performing. And these things, all of these things can actually move. So we'll move them during the show. And then through here, you have this little backstage area where we also change and can warm up a bit. Let me close that door quickly. I know this theater like the back of my hand because I've done so many projects with them, and they keep just like replaying those projects, which is really, really cool, because it really feels like you're not doing it for nothing. You're actually doing it with a purpose. And then you're coming in here. That's the entrance. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is actually make a coffee for everyone. Because that's usually my job. I'm usually the first one here. I like to have my time, also before shows. I like to get in, have time, and chill a bit before everyone comes and set up a coffee and, you know, all these things. I just like to start things calmly and with lots of time. So I'm just heading down because I'm going for a walk after rehearsals. We didn't do rehearsals for very long today, so that was quite cool. So I have time to actually go for a walk in the woods because the woods are really close to here. So I'll take you along. I feel so extremely tired. Oh god, you guys. I made some dinner and I was just watching the new look on Apple TV because that's what I downloaded already. I've been wanting to watch this for a long time now and I haven't gotten around to it, and now I just downloaded it before I went to Germany and I'm watching it now. It seems like a really good series, but it's a lot of yeah, it's World War II, so it's a bit like it's a weird feeling watching it. And I just feel like I'm so tired and so my body feels a bit like but I guess it's also the walk that was a bit rainy, and like I think I'm just gonna retire to bed early, make myself some tea, and that's it for tonight. It's the next morning. Oh, my tummy feels really weird. Yesterday I ate something that I think wasn't so good. So I just had like this tea, this Polish tea that you drink. It's absolutely hideous. It's super bitter, but it does help. So my mom packed it for me. So yeah, but another day of rehearsals. I was truly knocked out a bit. Yesterday, after I did film a bit, I think I did film a bit in the beginning, and then I was like, I felt so bad. Already the day before I had felt bad, and now I know it was something with my stomach and it was so weird. Completely knocked me out of the world. I stayed in bed all day yesterday and the day before even. I think when I came back from rehearsals, yesterday I went to bed, I think it was 9. I mean, I was already in bed from like 3 in the afternoon, but I went to sleep at 9 because I was so tired and I really felt like I had no energy. I feel better today. I really feel better today. I don't know what happened there. So odd. So now I'm cooking, or I cooked some curry yesterday, some very mild curry. And I'm just warming it up. And then I'm thinking whether to go for a walk or go into the city. But I also want to take it calm because I still feel it in my stomach. And while we're at it, I thought maybe I can do a little home tour with you guys. I mean, apartment tour. It is not my home. The chateau remains my home. So you get in here, and then I have all my clothing here, my shoes, and then you walk into the only room that is there. With a little table with all my stuff on it, my bed with my books and my Yeti box, and then the little kitchenette area. And then we go to the bathroom, and that's the bathroom. Hello. And there behind me is the blankets that I didn't use because I took my own blankets from the chateau. I just prefer having my own things, especially when I'm gone for that long. Like altogether it's 3 weeks in this apartment, so I prefer having my own things. But yeah, you see, it's a tiny, tiny place, but they always book me that place, and I asked them to book it for 1 more week because I knew I was staying 1 more week. And I know this place, I know where it is, it's close to where I took you on a walk to the city forest that goes from Offenbach to Frankfurt, and is really pretty just to walk in. And it's not far away from the theater that I'm working in right now. It's about like a 20-minute walk, and it's about like a 10-minute walk from the main station of Offenbach, and then a 25-30-minute walk kind of to the metro station, which combines like all of the cities anyway. Offenbach basically melts into Frankfurt on the east side of it. So we're basically like very close to Frankfurt. That's why I always refer to everything as Frankfurt. I mean, that's where we produce, but also I lived in Offenbach before, so that's why I have a lot of artistic connections also here, especially with those 2 lovely ladies that I keep on working with. I'm just gonna have my lunch, and then I'll decide what we will do. I have decided what I want to do, and I want to check on my phone actually now, because there's a Christmas market kind of at the border of that forest that I was talking to you about, so I thought we could take a walk through there and go to that Christmas market. And I'll show you that Christmas market because it's really cute, but I'm not sure if it is on, so need to research first. Is on, and it's always from 4 o'clock it's open, so this would mean actually if I would get there at 4, which basically if we're walking now would happen, then we could do it and we could go back on the train. Could be quite a cute little excursion. What do you think? Alright, he's getting dressed, and then let's go. I just lied down for a couple of minutes, and I really feel like my body all went like so let's see how far we come. At one point I was like, do I still want to go? But yeah, I'll go for you guys. And I think it's also good for me to get out. So the Goethe-Turm that you see behind me and that you saw in the beginning is actually something that burned down while I was still living here. And there was a huge thing about it burning down. It was a really huge scandal, and it was horrible because it had been standing here for a really long time. But now they rebuilt it. It's the first time I'm seeing the new thing. And behind me there on the promenade, like we walked past it, is the Christmas market. There's not so much going on right now. So I'm not really sure if I am going to stay here because there is not many things right now. But maybe we'll just walk down to Sachsenhausen and check out if there's a little Christmas market there. All honestly, I really thought that this Christmas market was going to be much cuter. It used to be really cute with lots of like light installations, and it used to be much nicer. Now I feel like they're losing the effort for it. I'm kind of disappointed in that one, so I have decided to return back and just walk the sort of same way back and just make myself a cup of tea when I'm at home. I think that's enough. Also, because I'll be taking you guys on Friday night, I'm meeting my friend Simone, who's also just quickly appeared in the vlog. And we're meeting her in Sachsenhausen, which is this part of town actually. And we're going to another really tiny Christmas market. So I think maybe this one will be cuter because it's, in general, it's a really nice outside market. So I'm kind of hoping for that one to be cute for you guys to see a very cute one. I find the one in Frankfurt is so crowded and so crazy. Maybe we'll make it one day to that one, but I'm not sure if I really want that because it's just so full of people. You barely can see anything anyway if I film. We're back at the apartment and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea because I bought this special tea. If you can see, it's for digestion with bacteria that are probiotic. Bacteria. I'm gonna make myself that one. as a treat. I'm probably going to do a bit of admin at the side and then just go to bed. It's 5 o'clock, so I mean there's still quite a lot of time, but I also have this audiobook that I'm listening to right now, and also I just want to go to bed early because I really feel that I need to take this time now to actually slow down a bit, although I'm working, and it's such a blessing that I just work half days all the time here and get paid full days. So it's really restful for my body and it's really good, and I should be very thankful. Also, then in the afternoons, I don't really have internet here, so I don't use my time scrolling around and things like this. I think I really just focus on actually just relaxing, and I think that's really good. But I'm also stressing out about not being relaxed enough, you know? But it is what it is. Good morning from another day at the office. So today we're doing 2 runs, and it's our last show with all the technical equipment, all the lights and video projections that are in this piece. So let's get ready. This here is my little corner. All my costumes are stacked up here. And my props. That's why I'm also turning on the heater back here. I just left. We are done. We just in the end did 1 run, and they were really happy, and also the director was there today because he wasn't there all this time, and he was really happy with us. So that means we just did 1 run, except for 2 that were planned. And now I'm heading into the city because I want to go to the bookstore in Frankfurt to look for a French course. So I'll take you along and we'll just go to Frankfurt.
Nächster Halt, Ledermuseum.
So we're on the way to Zeit for Brot, which is a bread seller, and they're the only ones, or one of the only ones, that actually still sell real bread, you know, that's not pre-produced. They really bake there, and they have really good cinnamon buns, so I will try to get one. So good. I took it for takeaway, so we'll try it later. I don't know why, but cities always got me racing like crazy through them. I should take my time. So next up is the bookstore. We're gonna check out some books there, and I also want to see about the French course things. So I will be taking a little detour through the Christmas market for you guys, just to get an impression of a part of the Christmas market here in Frankfurt. But as you can see, it already is super cramped and full of people, and it's not as lovely as it used to be. I feel that it's very full, and it's not as cozy and nice as it used to be. But yeah, we're just walking through the main bit just to take a little detour, because normally we wouldn't go that far. There isn't so many traditional things anymore around, so it's kind of hard to find like really good, nice, cute things, because most of the stuff they're selling is really not that nice. That almost busted my eardrums. That was the ambulance passing, and now we're almost in front of the bookstore, so we're getting there. That's where we're going. Alright, apparently it's on the 2nd floor. It's quite a big bookstore actually. So let's go up to the second floor where all the languages are. So I'm thinking of taking these two because I think they will be the best for catching up all the things that I have to catch up in French. Just discovered this vegan Korean cookbook. So nice. So beautiful recipes. So this is basically Les Halles, but in Frankfurt, which is the Kleinmarkthalle. And I thought we're just gonna pass through so that you can get to see it. Stepping into Kleinmarkthalle feels like entering the beating heart of Frankfurt's culinary scene. This historic indoor market, nestled in the city center, dates back to 1954. Built to replace the original structure destroyed during World War II. The building itself is a blend of functional post-war architecture and open industrial charm, designed to let in natural light and create a bustling, lively atmosphere. Inside, the space is packed with over 60 vendors offering everything from fresh produce, spices and cheeses to regional specialities like Handkäse and Apfelwein. It's a sensory overload in the best way, with vibrant colors, enticing aromas, and the lively chatter of locals and visitors alike. The Kleinmarkthalle isn't just a market, it's a meeting point for culture and tradition where generations of Frankfurt residents have come to shop, eat, and connect. And right in front of us is the Dome of Frankfurt. So what I was thinking now is to take you guys through the old town of Frankfurt, which has been restored completely, so nothing of it is properly old. It's all done up. These buildings have been done up in an old way with lots of knowledge from how the olden days were built, but it's completely new. And this gives you just a tiny impression of how beautiful it actually was looking and how beautiful all those old towns in Germany looked, because they looked all like this. So now we have arrived on the other side of the river. Always feels so weird to film yourself around many people. I still have a problem with that sometimes. But then I remember that people usually don't care and they're so occupied with themselves that they probably even don't realize mostly that I'm filming myself. And that it's getting more and more normal with time, but still it feels awkward. So yeah, we've reached the other side of the river, which is Sachsenhausen, where we've been but on the north side yesterday. But yeah, I thought I'd just walk along the Schweizerstraße, which is a really pretty street here. And then maybe we'll do some shopping and get some stuff. And then we'll head back to Offenbach and make some lunch/dinner arrangements. So I'm not sure how much you can hear me, but I'm trying to be loud. So this is Sachsenhausen and it's so pretty. Just have a look around this place. It isn't the most expensive area of Frankfurt, but it comes really close to being the most expensive area of Frankfurt. I mean, it was not bombed during the Second World War, or very lightly bombed. So that's why you have all these beautiful buildings still here. And like I said, in the old town, you can only imagine how beautiful all those cities in Germany actually were. Look at these balconies, so pretty. almost all of these houses are also listed buildings, so you can only imagine the pains you need to go through to actually renovate these places, which is the big good thing about France, that we don't have many listed buildings actually in France. So that's really good. And I'm also taking you to my best friend's favorite bakery, which is Bäckerei Hanss in Sachsenhausen, and they are also famous for still making their own bread daily. Okay, let me just stop and show you. So that's the bread I got. It's a Dinkel Vollkornbrot. And it's, how do you call Dinkel? I don't even know. It's a poutre in French. And it's really good, this bread. Then they're famous for that bread, so that's why I took it. And it comes in a roll. I'll show you once we are at home. And also, it's one of those places where you can't pay with card because they're just like, yeah, you know, it's a bit more old-fashioned. You have to pay with cash. I just had to scramble through all my stuff that was in the backpack because my wallet was on the bottom of my backpack. So. Oh well, it is what it is. Now we're having bread. And that's the place we'll be going on Saturday. I've been editing and it's getting darker, as you can see. I mean, this light is so weird. It makes everything look like yellow. It's very odd. And yes, I know I have this weird middle part that I have to have for the show, so bear with me. Bear with me, please, because I'm not a huge fan of it anyway. So we'll just have to keep it until probably for you, February. So, but I wanted to show you what we got. Come on. There it is. What a thing of beauty. I don't think I'll be able to finish it all today, but it's all baked in-house. Oh, so nice. I feel like none of the backgrounds in this apartment are really nice. I just wanted to dig in with you guys. Just take a bit. I've only had their cinnamon buns, but this is like so rich. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's like lots of marzipan in between. I love it. If you're ever in Frankfurt, Zeit für Brot. Amazing. They don't have, I think they usually have 1 or 2 that are vegan. The rest is non-vegan. Go and eat them all. So I did turn on the other light now. It's so bright. It doesn't look on the camera, but at least it doesn't put everything in yellow in here, because that was the thing that kind of like tripped me off when I was editing. It's like everything's so yellow. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the bread quickly before I turn it for the night. Already just the smell of it. It's so good and it's so compact. It's really heavy. And this is what I love about German bread, and this is what you can't find anywhere outside of Germany. Heavy bread, you know, bread that actually weighs. You just need to eat like 2 slices and you're full, because the bread is full of whole wheat and really nicely done with lots of seeds, you know. This is so much. This is my German bread. But yeah, there's less and less bakeries like this. So this one, if you are ever in Frankfurt, it's Bäckerei Hanss. I will put the names of all the bakeries that we visited today, the 2, in the description box below. Because also Zeit für Brot, I think, opened up different shops all over Germany now. Might have promised too much, my friends, because it looks like it's gonna rain. And welcome, it's the next day. I've had rehearsals and tomorrow I'm off. And yeah, so today we were planning to go somewhere, but I'm first going to Simone's place. And then we'll see where we go from there, or if we go somewhere, or if we just stay. We'll decide spontaneously, but I'm packing my bag now. Because it looks like it might rain anytime soon. The weather radar is kind of off. It really doesn't know what it's going to be. So I'm just preparing for everything. It's warmer today, actually, than it was before. But, all in all, still, it's not very nice outside. I'll show you. So that's the situation out there. Look how dark the skies are over there. Oh no. Oh no. I think we'll just see and go from there. But don't be disappointed if we don't go to that Christmas market, because really if it rains then it'll be really not a good idea to go to a Christmas market and get drenched, because you can't really stand with an umbrella on a Christmas market. The sky is incredibly stormy. It really seems like there's a storm brewing somewhere. We have arrived in Sachsenhausen. So now I'm walking to Simone's. I'll talk to you later. I am just on the way back and I just got off the tram from Frankfurt going into Offenbach because I somehow forgot that there's a tram going here, which also is about the same distance as if I would take the metro going into Offenbach. So I decided that I'd do that. I also decided that I did not film anything today, although we did go to that Christmas market that I was talking about. But I thought I'd just like to have a little moment with my best friend and just enjoy spending some time with her. So that's why I'm saying good night for now. I just shaved, I just took a shower, was editing the video. It's the next morning, obviously. And I'm just gonna put some serum on and it's the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Tomorrow is the premiere, or the re-premiere. I don't even know how you would call that, if you would call it in English. But it's, I think, the third time now we said that we're taking this one piece back, and I'm super excited. I'm ready to go on stage. I'm ready for it. I think it sometimes, like, pieces reach a status where you're like, okay, now it really needs to be performed in front of an audience, because it just doesn't make sense otherwise. It just makes you go cuckoo and crazy. We had a really good run through yesterday, and it was a really nice time with Simone and hanging out and talking and spending time, and I'm going back there today. But I really just want to take some time with my friends without a camera. So I hope you understand. We are going back to the Chateau for the next video, so it was really just this one video from Germany, but I wanted to kind of compress 2 weeks into this video. I hope you liked it very much, and we're coming closer to Christmas and decorating the Chateau and everything. So the second video of this week is going to be all about French Christmas and how the French celebrate Christmas, and I'll be giving you some ideas about Christmas and Christmas traditions, and then we'll be decorating. I can't wait to be back. While you're watching the next video, I'll be on my way. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram and you'll always see live what's happening in my life. I do a lot of stories. I try to do 2 posts a week. Sometimes I manage, sometimes I don't. And I've been seeing that more and more of you guys joined into Patreons, which is so amazing. Thank you so much. With this, you're helping me to actually renovate the barn so that I have funds to actually start renovations there. And also, you'll be getting some extra content over there. So if you haven't known about this, I have a Patreon. You can find the link in the description box below. All that is left to say is thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your lovely support and all of you who joined in and are new. I am delighted to have you here. Bisous from Germany, from Frankfurt, and I shall see you in France in the next video. À bientôt et au revoir. Bye! I bought this sheet mask, so just to amuse you, I'm gonna look like a raccoon. Bye!